Good morning, students. From this video, we are going to know about self-respect movement. சுயமரியாதை இயக்கம். The self-respect movement is a South Asian movement with the aim of achieving a society where backward castes have equal human rights and encouraging backward castes to have self-respect, சுயமரியாதை. Backward castes to have self-respect in the context of a caste-based society that considered them to be a lower end of the hierarchy. This movement advocated a casteless society. ஜாதி இல்லாத சமூகம், ஜாதி மத பேதமில்லாத சமூகம். The self-respect movement advocated a casteless society devoid of rituals, மூட நம்பிக்கைகளை ஒழித்தல். Devoid of rituals and differences based on birth. பிறப்பின் அடிப்படையில் இவன் உயர்ந்தவன் இவன் தாழ்ந்தவன் என்ற பேதம் கொள்ளாதிருத்தல். The movement declared rationality and self-respect as the birthright of all human beings and held these as more important than self-rule. The self-respect movement was founded in 1925 by S. Ramanathan, who invited E.V. Ramasamy to head the movement in Tamil Nadu. The movement was extremely influential not just in Tamil Nadu but also overseas in countries with large Tamil populations. Periyar E.V. Ramasamy. Periyar declared that the self-respect movement alone could be the genuine freedom movement and political freedom would not be fruitful without individual self-respect. Periyar E.V. Ramasamy. Periyar E.V. Ramasamy was the founder of the self-respect movement. He was the son of a wealthy businessman in Erode Vengadappa and Chinnatayammal. He was born in 1879 and he died in 1973. Though possessing little formal education, as a young man, E.V. Ramasamy once ran away from home and spent many months in Varanasi and other religious centers. At the time, he noticed Orthodox Hindu religion led to his disillusionment with religion. மூட நம்பிக்கைகளில் இந்து சமயம் திளைத்துள்ளதை கண்டறிந்தார். On his return, he took care of his family business for some years. His selfless public service, பொதுநல சேவை, his selfless public service and forthrightness made him a popular personality. He held different official positions of Erode that included the chairmanship of Municipal Council 1918 to 1919. Temple Entry Program. As president of the Tamil Nadu Congress Committee, Periyar proposed a resolution regarding the rights of untouchables to temple entry. தாழ்த்தப்பட்ட இனத்தவர்களும் தாழ்த்தப்பட்ட ஜாதியினர் என்று கூறக்கூடிய அவர்களும் கோயிலுக்குள் நுழைய அவர் பாடுபட்டார். Periyar proposed a resolution regarding the rights untouchables to temple entry. In the name of caste dharma, the lower caste people were denied access to the temples and the streets surrounding the temple. In Vaikom, present Trivangor, Thiruvananthapuram. Present the Vaikom place located in Trivangor, Thiruvananthapuram, present Kerala. People protested against this practice. In the initial stages, Judge Joseph of Madurai played a big role. After Periyar led the movement and was imprisoned, people hailed him as Vaikam Hero. So hence he had the title of Vaikam Hero, Hero of Vaikam. Charanma Devi incident. E.V. Ramaswamy joined the Indian National Congress in 1919 but resigned in 1925 when he felt that the party, Congress party, was only serving the interest of Brahmins. Even before he resigned from membership of the Congress, Periyar was convinced that communalism means community, the thoughts of community, ஜாதி என்ற பெயரில் பிறப்பின் அடிப்படையில் மக்களை தாழ்த்தி பிரித்து வைத்திருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு கோட்பாடு. கம்யூனலிசம் வாஸ் டீப் ரூட்டட் இன் தமிழ்நாடு. தமிழ்நாட்டின் தமிழ்நாடு எங்கிலும் பரவி இருப்பதை அவர் கண்டறிந்தார். That the forward community members of the Congress showed only lip service for backward classes. In the meantime, he was disturbed by the caste-based discrimination in the dining hall at the Charanma Devi Gurukulam. In a place called Charanma Devi in Tirunelveli district, a residential school also known as Gurukulam, which was run by V.V. Subramaniam with the financial support of the Tamil Nadu Congress Committee. Periyar was disappointed when, despite his objections and protests against these discriminations, the Congress continued to support the invocations practices in the Gurukulam. Periyar found that Brahmin children and non-Brahmin children were given food in separate place and the school in a school. So finally, the school was closed with the help of Periyar movement. After the incident in 1925, Periyar started the self-respect movement. Periyar understood the relevance of mass communication in spreading rationalist thought. He started a number of newspapers and journals such as Kudi Arasu, Democracy in 1925, Revolt, Puratchi, Revolution 1933, Paguttarivu, Rationalism 1934, and Vidudalai, Liberation 1935. Kudiyarasu was the official newspaper of the self-respect movement. சுயமரியாதை இயக்கத்தின் முதன்மையான பத்திரிகையாக வெளிவந்தது குடியரசு என்ற பத்திரிகை, டெமோக்ரசி. Usually, Periyar wrote a column and expressed his opinion on social issues in each of its issues. He frequently wrote columns under the pseudonym of Chitraputran. Periyar had a close relationship with Singaravelar, who is considered the first communist of South India and a pioneer of Buddhism. Pioneer means munnodi, forerunner, pioneer of Buddhism. In 1936, Periyar got Dr. Bhimarao Ramji Ambedkar's Annihilation of Caste translated into Tamil immediately after it was written. He also supported Ambedkar's demand for separate electorates for scheduled castes. In 1937, in opposition to the Rajaji's government's move to introduce compulsory Hindi in schools, இந்தி ஒழிப்பு போராட்டத்தை இவர் எடுத்தார். 1937, in opposition to the Rajaji's government move to introduce compulsory Hindi in school, he launched a popular movement to oppose it. The anti-Hindi agitation 1937 to 1939 had a big impact on Tamil Nadu politics. Periyar was imprisoned for his role in the movement. When he was still in jail, Periyar was elected the president of the Justice Party. Thereafter, the Justice Party merged with the self-respect movement It was re-Christianized as திராவிடர் கழகம், டிகே திராவிடர் கழகமாக மாறியது பிற்காலத்தில் in 1944. Rajaji, the chief minister of Madras state 1950 to 1954, Rajaji C. Rajagopalachariar, he introduced a vocational education, Kulakalvi, a vocational education program that encouraged importing school children with training in tune with their father's occupation. குலக்கல்வியை அவர் ஆதரித்தார். குலக்கல்வி which means அதாவது வீட்டில் பெற்றவங்க பெரியவர்கள் என்ன தொழில் செய்கிறார்களோ அதையே குழந்தைகளும் செய்ய வேண்டும். After completing of education also, he encouraged importing school children with training in tune with their father's occupation. Periyar criticized in it as a Kulakalvi Tittam, caste-based education scheme. Periyar criticized and condemned and opposed in tooth and nail. His campaigns against it led to the resignation of Rajaji. His campaigns against it led to the resignation of Rajaji. Rajaji பதவியை விட்டு விலகும் வரை போராட்டத்தை தொடர்ந்தார். K. Kamaraj, Karmavira Kamarajar, became chief minister of the Madras state. Periyar died at the age of 94 in 1973. His mortal remains were buried at Periyar Thidal, present Chennai. Periyar, a feminist, பெண்ணியவாதி, பெண் விடுதலைக்காக போராடியவர், பெண் கல்விக்காக போராடியவர். Periyar condemned child marriage and the Devadasi system. Devadasi system, institution of temple girls. Right from 1929, when the self-respect conferences began to voice its concern over the plight of women, Periyar had been emphasizing women's right to divorce and property. Periyar objected to terms like giving in marriage. This, he said, treats a woman as a thing. பெண்களை ஒரு பொருளை போல், ஒரு ஆபரணத்தை போல் கருதி வந்த அந்த சமூகத்தில் மாற்றங்களை கொண்டு வந்தவர் பெரியார். He wants it substituted by companion, வாழ்க்கை துணை, companion, a word for marriage taken from the திருக்குறள். அதாவது பெண்களை திருமணம் செய்த பிறகு அந்த பெண்ணை அடிமைகளாக பயன்படுத்தி வந்த அந்த காலகட்டத்தில் மனைவி என்ற அந்த பெண்ணின் உறவு முறையை வாழ்க்கை துணை என்று மாற்றியவர். திருக்குறளிலிருந்து அந்த வார்த்தையை எடுத்து வாழ்க்கை துணை என்று மாற்றியவர். Periyar's most important work on his subject is why the woman is enslaved. In 1989, government of Tamil Nadu fulfilled the dream of radical reformers by the introduction of the Hindu Succession Tamil Nadu Amendment Act of 1989, which ensured the equal rights to ancestral property for women in inheritance. This act became a trendsetter and led to similar legislation at the national level.